Potato. How you doing, movie fans? Thank you for joining me for another video here. So, I believe the character Daniel LaRusso from The Karate Kid is the most annoying franchise character in the history of film. Yes, even more annoying than, well, if you see my other video, you know where I'm going with this. So let's just look at another example here. So Daniel decides to help his master and friend, Mr. Miyagi, by using his money for college to lease a store so Miyagi can fulfill his dream of having a bonsai shop, which isn't really smart to begin with.
Mr. Miyagi's Little Trees. Simple, direct, catchy.
No, it's not. It's impulsive, stupid, and anything but catchy, Daniel. But one day, Miyagi shows Daniel the safe and almost impossible location of where he planted a very rare, expensive bonsai tree that he brought from Okinawa when he first moved here. It's obvious the tree means a lot to Mr. Miyagi.
Why'd you put it in such a hard place to get to?
Gee, I don't know, Daniel. Maybe so idiots like you wouldn't get to it? Later in the film, the bonsai business is in a bit of trouble because the villain stole all the trees from the shop. So in an effort to save the business and his investment from going down the toilet, what does Daniel do? Well, he somehow convinces his new friend Jessica, who just happens to have climbing experience.
Yeah, well, you've done this kind of stuff before, right?
Yeah, but not from this high up.
Which is apparently very limited, to rappel down this steep cliff with him, even though he has zero training.
Daniel, look out!
Hey, as you can see, everything's going great. And all this in an effort to disturb and steal Mr. Miyagi's precious tree and then turn around and sell it. And with so much experience between the two, the tree ends up falling into the water.
Oh my God, the tree's in the water!
After getting it, Daniel's nemesis, Mike Barnes, and his band of thugs pull up the climbing ropes and are willing to let Daniel die if he doesn't sign the papers to fight him in the tournament. Long story short, he signs it, gets pulled up, and then, like an idiot, tells the thugs to be careful with the tree because it's very valuable. I mean, why would you tell the people who hate you just how important something is to you? I mean, that pretty much guarantees that they're gonna
make a wish.
Yep. Daniel then brings the broken tree home for Miyagi to fix, nearly giving him a heart attack. It's during this moment it's revealed that Daniel didn't need to dig up the precious tree. And all this could have been avoided if Daniel hadn't left so early in the morning, because it turns out Miyagi sold his truck to get the money they would need to replace the trees that were stolen.
Yeah, where do you want these bonsai trees?
Damn it! Damn it, why am I so stupid?
Glad to see that Daniel and I are finally on the same page. Daniel LaRusso took the information that Mr. Miyagi told him about the location of a priceless tree that meant the world to him, and without Mr. Miyagi's permission, used that information to dig up his tree so he could sell it, which resulted in Jessica and himself almost getting killed, and the priceless tree snapped like a wishbone, when all of this could have been completely avoided if Daniel didn't try and take matters into his own hands, because then the dumbass would have known Miyagi was gonna sell his truck for the money they needed. I hate you, Daniel LaRusso. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please subscribe, and I'll be back next week. Thanks.